Here we thought we could use the image of a saltire, but with Homecoming Scotland 2009 and events on each part of the cross to signify people travelling to Scotland, perhaps meeting a crossroads on their travels. A voiceover would then come on saying, "Look over there." The video would then show Craig and Charlie of the Proclaimers saying,
"Hi, I'm Craig."
"And I'm Charlie. And we'd like to proclaim." And singing their song 500 Miles, but with these alternative lyrics, and using 5,000 miles to consider the people who will be travelling here from abroad. The next scene would show images of things which we think represent Scotland. We have included the Forth Railway Bridge, Loch Ness Monster, the Old Man of Hoy, and Chris Hoy. We could even have an animation or a clip of Chris Hoy cycling over the bridge. We felt it would be beneficial to include him as he sets a good example to Scottish kids and children all over the world, and I suppose it doesn't hurt that he won 3 Olympic gold medals recently. And then we'll have another voiceover with whether it's a ceilidh, golf, ancestry trail, looking for Nessie, sporting events, or some good old sightseeing, events for all ages and all nationalities. This will lead into our final scene.
For the final slide, we've kept it very simple, simply with the words Scotland, the place, 2009, the start, the future. We wanted these words to be big and bold so that the final slides are sharp and snappy to have a big impact to finish the advert. Can we just have the Bebo page up? Okay. We also created a Bebo page to show this video that you've just seen and to promote Homecoming Scotland. Bebo is a social networking site for people our age. It is very popular in a way of easily finding out information. This is why we created this Bebo page, for a way to people find out the events Homecoming Scotland have to offer. On our Bebo page, as I said before, we hope to put on this video so we can tell people what Homecoming Scotland actually is. We carried out research on our school and found out that 98% of the pupils in our school wanted to know more about Homecoming Scotland through a video. Due to this statistic, it inspired us to make the video our main idea because we were guaranteed that people were wanting to watch it. Our Bebo page also has a quiz, as you can just see there, in order to test people's knowledge about our country and to give them an insight into some unknown facts. Finally, on our Bebo page, we have a slot where Sir Sean Connery is backing Homecoming Scotland's golfing. This is another way to interest people because everybody knows of Sean Connery from James Bond, and therefore if they know that he's backing some of our events, then they're going to be instantly interested in it. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed our presentation.
Thanks very much, guys. That was excellent. Perhaps a more detailed approach getting into the concept. On the website, Mary, you were all right there, wasn't mentioned, but you've now got Colin Montgomery as the face of Cockaliki Soup, so you're going to have to deal with that. However, Mary, you've got the microphone. Do you have a question?
I thought that was great. There's some brilliant ideas in there. I guess then taking those ideas into the practical world, how long do you think that film would be, and therefore what effect would that have on the various sort of channels and platforms that you could push it out on?
Well, you've always got the opportunity, you can chop and change it and cut it down and make it apply to different age groups. I must admit we haven't really thought about how long it would last because we just thought you can use whatever different parts you'd like.
Good answer.
I really liked your ideas there in the video. It's got quite broad appeal, and you've thought about the international market, and it had quite a celebrationary feel to it, which I thought I liked, and it introduced, tied in with Burns. Did you give any thought to, I mean, there's obviously this can talk to a lot of people in Scotland, did you give any thought when putting these ideas together exactly what audience you'd be wanting it to appeal to particularly?
Pardon? It would be the younger generation we're appealing for, because I suppose we'd agree with the other group, when you, no offence again, but on the website it's not as appealing as we feel a Bebo page would be, because more younger people are likely to go on it, and we feel that maybe some of the humour we've added in that would make it appeal to younger people. probably slightly more than the older generation.
Yeah, I thought that was the interesting thing from my point of view, actually, in that you used lots of traditional images and you weren't scared of burns or golf or any of those things, but the difference was a very irreverent approach to it, and that was probably the kind of youthful link, wasn't it? Was that what you were thinking?
Yeah.
That's the right answer. That did come across. And it certainly did give a real sense of excitement, didn't it, when you were going through the storyboard?
First of all, I would like to thank you for the free advertising. At this time of year, every little helps. But, soup season. I had a similar question actually to Gillian, who's stolen it, and I really just wanted to clarify what you felt was the main interest for young people within the homecoming. So maybe just slightly asking the question differently, but the homecoming itself, what do you think is the main interest for young people that you're trying to get over?
Because we've got music and golf and things like that, we thought we'd get different varieties of different things in, so we weren't sticking to like the one event. So we've got golf and we've got like sports events such as Tiger Woods, and we've also got Chris Hoy coming in, and we've got the music from the Proclaimers. So it's covering a lot of different events as well, and not just sticking to the one, which is more the events I think that young people will go for instead of like whiskey and stuff.
Do you think people will respond to specific events, or will they respond to a general sense of pride? I mean, you said, Jordan, you had your standing role at the beginning, you know, I'm proud to be Scottish, me too, me three. Do you think young people will respond to that? Or are they more interested, well, that looks a good concert, that looks a good event, I'll go for that?
It's
want to maybe just come towards the microphone a wee bit?
Sorry, it would probably be a bit of both, because, well, I'd probably speak for most of you, I'd rather say I was Scottish first. No offence to anyone who wouldn't, but most people in our school would feel that way, and if it was tied in with a music event or a sporting event, it'd probably make it more appealing towards them.
Right, so the Scottish card, if you like, is an important one.
Yeah.
You should definitely get yourself down to a casting agency, by the way, Jordan. The way you said that was, you could definitely sell yourself on that. We've got a bit of time. Any other questions, guys? I mean, feel free. No, you happy? Happy with that? Right. Okay. Happy with the exposure. Okay, one more for Cockaliki Soup. There you go. Right. Thank you very much, AIRDRIE Academy. Well done, chap.